Hi guys, this week we're going to talk ideas instead of policy, and I'm so excited for that because this is where the fun starts. I wanted to tell you, first of all, why I'm so interested in material and digital environments and why this is something that I'm passionate about teaching. The first time I started studying this subject, when I started focusing on the role of tools and spaces in the writer's life, one of the things that inadvertently happened is I started to become more humble. And what that means is I started realizing that while my intentions and my ego and my abilities are really important as a writer, they are also affected by the world around me. In other words, I don't have unlimited power to control everything. I can't control the weather, for example. I can't control if my air conditioner breaks. And speaking of that, I wanted to talk about something that happened at campus, and some of you may have heard this story before from me. One time I was given the classroom on the third floor of the Taylor Center, room 307, and it was supposed to be this fancy lab set up for composition students. We had all new furniture and all new equipment and beautiful screen televisions that were at least 40 to 50 inches big on either side of the room. We had everything we could ever ask for when we finished setting up this space. But what happened over the years is that no one ever told the maintenance staff the code to enter that room. When I entered that room in 2016 or 2015, the entire room looked like the apocalypse. Everything was broken. There were water stains in the ceiling. There were issues with trash all over the floor. There was this stopped clock that was just abandoned on a shelf. There was this printer, but it wasn't hooked up to anything. What this made me realize, first of all, was that I wanted to change classrooms, and I did. But second of all, it made me realize that no matter how many humans put together a beautiful space and buy a bunch of new toys and equipment, if you can't give the code to the maintenance staff, it doesn't matter. What this means is I become humble in the face of this kind of network, because I realize that it's not just about me. It's about people in different jobs than me and how important they are. It's about how a single 4-digit code could actually change the fate of the structure of a room and the water stains that are getting bigger. It made me think about how trash makes even the fanciest rooms look incredibly ugly on our campus. All a student would have had to do was take a photograph of that space and say, "This is where I get to write every day." And we would have been in trouble. They didn't, but I still have photos left over of that space, and someday in this class I'll probably share them with you. But the point is, and oh, by the way, I believe that room looks better now and has been fixed, so the issue is no longer a problem. But the thing that I learned from all of this is that yes, humans are important. We think we're important, but there's a lot out there that affects our energy, affects our motivations, and affects our ability to get things done. Whether it be weather, an electrical grid, or in this case, a 4-digit code, all of these things can radically impact a teacher and a student and a writer's life. So I encourage you this week to explore the history of objects and spaces that have made people write. It's a lot of fun. Dennis Barron is one of my favorite pieces. And I'll give you some more information in a brief overview, which is orientation part 2, where I talk a little bit about the essential questions and terms of the class. I look forward to hearing from you and reading your responses. Please let me know if you have any questions.